Gia đình và cô bác thân hữu, hôm nay con xin phép bố mẹ định biệt hôn nhân của con. I'm kind of crying. Con rất cảm ơn bố mẹ, anh chị, em, cô bác thân hữu đã có mặt chứng minh cho chúng con. Thưa bố mẹ, tận sâu thẳm tâm hồn con xin thưa, con rất cảm ơn bố mẹ đã sinh con ra. Con được làm kiếp người, công xây thành dưỡng dục, rãnh như trời biển. Hơn thế nữa, bố mẹ vì tình thương yêu đã thông cảm cho và hiểu con. Con không biết nói ra hết tấm lòng kính trọng và biết ơn bố mẹ. Con xin trân trọng gìn giữ phước báu này mãi mãi. Thưa các con, thưa các anh chị, các em, rất thương yêu và cảm ơn đã sự đùm bọc khăng khít, chia sẻ sâu sắc của đại gia đình. Anh chị em, riêng các con, mẹ cũng cảm ơn các con thương yêu và cảm thông. Các con đã là người con ngoan, là những người bạn tốt. Mẹ rất hãnh diện được làm mẹ các con. Thưa các cô bác thân hữu, cháu chân thành cảm ơn tình thương của quý vị dành riêng cho bản thân cháu và sự tương giao thân tình với bố mẹ cháu và gia đình. Hôm nay ngày vui của chúng con kính chúc mọi người luôn dồi dào sức khỏe, hạnh phúc và may mắn. Một lần nữa, con xin đại diện phu quân cảm ơn rất nhiều.
Bố mẹ đã tới từ Việt Nam để bắt đầu cuộc sống mới ở Canada, gồm có 2 con trai và 3 con gái, sau đó rất nhiều cháu. Con gái Dương đứng trước mặt bố mẹ, đây là vô cùng cảm kích tình thương của bố mẹ. Xin mời bố mẹ đứng dậy dùng trà, đúng không? Hay mình đang đến? Một. Xin mời bố mẹ dùng trà. Bố mẹ rất hoan nghênh và chấp nhận Ken vào trong gia đình mình. Khi bố mẹ uống ly trà này là biểu tượng đã chấp nhận sự hôn nhân của 2 con và cầu chúc cho 2 con hạnh phúc.
Tony and Harry, you came to the Netherlands. You came from the Netherlands, settling in the Alberta Valley. Life has given you 5 sons, 1 daughter, and many grandchildren. And this is your son, Ken. Right from the start, you welcomed Cindy into the Visya fold. By accepting and sipping a cup of tea offered by her, you symbolically bless your children's marriage and accept the couple into your household. Cindy, it was 5 years ago when your friend Karen over there decided that you needed a change in your life. At the time you were a single mom, taking care of 3 children and working 60-hour weeks in your business. She wanted you to enjoy yourself and take some time for yourself. She felt it was time for you to meet someone. Karen has always been thoughtful, and you trusted her. Ken, Cindy was very, very shy when you first met her. On your second date, you took Cindy quadding up the mountain. Yeah, to a lake where you like to go. To a lake where you like to go fishing. And even though you told her where you were going and what you were doing, she showed up overdressed for the occasion. Stylishly dressed. You sat by the lake, talked for a long time. Cindy's English wasn't as fluent as it is now, but you loved listening to her speak. You knew you wanted to spend a lot more time with her. About a month after you started dating, after taking her out for dinner, you walked Cindy to her front door, and as you said goodbye, you gave her a hug and tried to kiss her. She said, "Oh, so sorry, I'm not ready yet." At the time, it made you respect her even more, and also provided a little bit of a challenge. Cindy, even though you were 35 years old when you started dating him, you still had to ask your parents for permission to have a relationship. And even though you've lived together as a couple for a little over 4 years, you've still been single people. There's an actual point in a wedding ceremony when you leave independent life as you know it behind to enter into marriage. And this is it. So to just mark this place, this moment in time, let me ask you this. Ken, is this the woman you were meant to be with? Do you want to marry her today? And Cindy, is this the man you were meant to be with?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to marry him today? Now, I know you are all here to celebrate the joining of 2 people, but actually today is bigger than that. It's said that every wedding is the start of a new family. And perhaps today is the official confirmation of something that has been growing ever since Ken and Cindy met. And just as they've received the blessing of their parents, they would also like to receive the blessing of their children. Ken's daughters, Shelby and Brianna, Cindy's daughters, Susan and Jen, and son Brian, will you step forward before your parents? Hal, can I have the rings, please? Thank you.
Man.
In a few moments, these rings will go onto the fingers of your parents. Please, will you hold them and add your unspoken blessing to them? And then when they place them on each other, they will be full of your energy and love.
Một lát nữa đây, 2 chiếc nhẫn này sẽ được đeo vào tay của bố mẹ các con.
I will be ready for these in a moment. But first, let's share a little bit about what Ken and Cindy love about each other. Will you turn and face each other, please? I'm going to step in right in here behind you. Now, I want to ask you if you'll hold hands, right hand to right hand and left hand to left hand. Notice as you join your hands together that they form the figure 8. The figure 8 is the symbol of infinity, Within it, it holds two distinct circles. And so it reminds you that even as you join together, you're still two separate and individual people. And this circle here is Cindy's. Cindy, who always helps others before she worries about herself, who will give everything to make someone else's life better, who is caring and thoughtful, who holds your hand when you're walking, and always gives you a kiss when you see her, and who texts you often during the day to tell you that she loves you and to make sure you're eating healthy. Cindy is hardworking. Nothing is left unfinished. She makes you laugh when she learns new English words. You like to help her until she can say it right. Thankfully, your name is not Charles. With Cindy, you have a different feeling than you've ever had before. You can't wait to see her every day. And when you're apart, you miss her. Now, Cindy, this circle here belongs to Ken, who always makes you feel grounded and calm, no matter how you're feeling. And when you're at your weakest, he's always the person who supports you and gives you strength. He never raises his voice or escalates the situation, even when you're upset. He's very generous, kind, and helpful, not just to you, but to your children and your entire family, and friends, too. And he's very patient, too, with all of you. Ken is very handy. He's knowledgeable about many things, and he can fix almost anything. And most importantly, he knows how to make the bed perfectly. Ken is very romantic. He always thinks of you and puts you first. And even when you're in a crowded place or at a party, you can feel that he sees only you. Even though he always makes fun of your English and he dances very funny. Ken makes you feel very safe, secure, and happy. Your soul feels at peace when you're together. Now your circles are joined. And you're both, and that's good. You're both very family oriented. You're both close to your families. And you both love to travel and experience new things. You try to improve yourself mentally, physically, and financially. You're both easygoing with a similar sense of humor. You both like things very clean. And most importantly, you both like to cuddle. A good relationship is completely balanced between two people. You take turns being the spender and the saver. You do what the other likes even if you don't feel like it at the time. You know you are each other's anchors, always right there for one another. And that's really what vows are all about. You're basically saying to one another, I will be here for you, always, no matter what. And by offering these promises and exchanging rings in front of the people who matter the most to you, you'll now be able to say to the world, my husband Ken, my wife Cindy. Take a deep breath, and then we'll begin.
Cindy, with this ring, I join your life with mine. This ring is my promise to you, to always be by your side. I choose you to be my wife and my best friend. With my whole heart, my whole life. I will be forever yours.
I will give this ring as a symbol of a lifelong commitment and in love and faithfulness to remind me of the vows I have made these days. As a pledge to honor you and grow with you for the rest of our life together.
Through the ages of written language, no greater importance has been given to an agreement, a covenant, or a pledge than signing your signature in witness to a promise that you've made. And so I'm going to invite you, Ken and Cindy, to come and sign your certificates of marriage.
Ken, this year taking Cindy to declare that I do not know any
Will you signify that by lighting the unity candle between them together? What you'll find is that as you join your flames together, the flame flares higher than before. That symbolizes the power of your commitment to one another. Don't extinguish the other two candles, because in marriage you don't lose yourself, you add something new, a relationship, the capacity to merge into another without losing a sense of your own self. Like these two flames joining, your lives are richer together than they were apart. Cindy and Ken, by the great love that has brought you here today, by the vows you've exchanged and the integrity to your commitment, it is my honor and absolute delight to now pronounce you husband and wife. Begin it now with a kiss. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the newly married Duong, Cindy and Ken Biscuit.
I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000